All right, so I hope I'm already live. Say hello, guys, if you've just joined us. Hopefully, I can monitor myself while I don't know why. Can you guys hear me? Okay, hope you guys can hear me. So we are about to get a bit of an insight into the Proficiency Fortress. If you guys have got the email or you have heard of it on my social media, you've also heard that my signature fluency program, which has transformed tens and tens of students' lives in the last couple of years. I've been running this program for almost 2 years now, has transformed people's lives. And a couple of features I wanted to talk about that you can also watch on a replay later on are the things that build my students' confidence. So I've recently come off a live on YouTube, on TikTok, which was all about how we can build our confidence. And confidence really comes from showing up for yourself. Having conversations set at a bit higher level than your current level of fluency. So if you're elementary, then making sure that you have conversations at elementary level, but maybe making it 5% more challenging. Having intermediate conversations if you're an intermediate learner, but having, again, focusing on learning something from that 5% challenge is what actually helps us build confidence. Showing up for yourself. No matter how nervous you are, how scared you are, how frustrated you are, lowering your perfectionist, unrealistic expectations and going all in and doing the best you can, because where is the learning opportunity in not even trying? When you try, you gain confidence. So a couple of features that we have. The first one is the type of classes we have. So the Proficiency Fortress is not a course, because I don't think courses have worked. If you look at the industry, if you look at a lot of language schools as well, they offer a lot of grammar stuff. Even online, you have lots of grammar courses, provided at a very cheap price, but that doesn't really help people improve their confidence and also have conversations where they could use that grammar, use the vocabulary with confidence without worrying and without making mistakes. So what I built is more of a program or a community or a membership, if you want to have a better word for that, but not a course. If anybody wants and has any questions, feel free to, there is an option for you to leave a comment. I hope I can see them and I can answer your questions. So if anybody has any questions live or you're watching the replay, feel free to. So we've got a couple of live classes, and it depends on the type of package that you sign up for. The first and the signature class that I designed, this is based on my own experience, is what we call a speaking booster class. A speaking booster is where we have up to 4 people, and what we focus on is helping you automatize the language. What really holds a lot of people back from speaking and practicing is that we cannot focus both on how I can say something better and communicating our thoughts. So what we do in my program is separate the two. In our speaking booster classes set at your level, so we have classes at pre-intermediate, intermediate, upper intermediate, and advanced levels, we practice how to improve, how to say something better. We have a lot of activities where we actually take risks, face challenges, implement new vocabulary, and try to use that vocabulary in conversations, which is different from what we do in our conversation classes, which is eventually when people have a task, like for example, last Saturday, we found an interesting post on Twitter, and it had the ranking of what are the biggest risks in the world that are threatening our societies. And my students had lots of ideas. They could share their opinion and come up with solutions. So this way, they basically practiced 3 communication skills. I usually don't speak a lot. I take notes, help them with new vocabulary when they get stuck. I give them the vocabulary they need so they can immediately learn it. And then we finish the conversation circles with a 10-minute feedback where my students can learn from the mistakes they made, but also from the mistakes that other people made in those classes. So it's an incredible opportunity for people to not just practice their communication skills and speaking, get a lot of feedback, but also have these intellectual conversations that everybody's so excited about at any level. All these conversations are what makes English so valuable in our lives. Being able to communicate better, share our thoughts, share our stories, express ourselves the best way we can. And that's the kind of class that helps my students communicate. But the speaking booster helps my students speak better. So there's a difference between the two. Then what is the next thing? The next thing is the workshops. So we work a lot as well on improving our vocabulary and improving our listening skills. There is a dedicated workshop, especially if you sign up for the standard or the VIP package. You'll be able to join us and dedicate 60 to 90 minutes every single week to improving the way you understand native speakers, fast speakers, and you get a better idea of how people speak and how you can understand them, which is a big part of our confidence as well. And then my students are able to improve their vocabulary in that class because that's when we learn from context, which is, if you've ever watched any of my videos, you know how important it is not to use all kinds of apps and flashcards without learning vocabulary from actual videos, actual articles, actual podcasts, or any other material we have available. So that's the class where you can learn how to do that. Focus more on what's important for you to remember and how you can remember it. Because we know two of the biggest reasons people don't remember vocabulary in a conversation is that they are too nervous and they haven't worked on their emotional intelligence, they haven't built confidence. The way to improve that, we talked about this a lot, is to keep going no matter what. And the second one is shallow level of learning, right? When you don't make memories, when you don't pay attention, you don't review vocabulary, you're going to have a hard time remembering vocabulary as well. So it's a combination of emotional management and effective learning, which is something you can all learn. And I'm ready to teach you inside TPF. So these are the live elements. If you decide to join, you have an option to join our coaching, which is going to happen at the weekend. It's going to be at a time where it's convenient for you as well. There's probably going to be 2 sessions for a small group of people who come to really become better learners, better people who can worry less, have much fewer headaches as they are learning English because they understand how their brain works, how they can build emotional intelligence, and how they can face the fears that maybe a few months ago they couldn't face. That's what coaching helps us to do. It helps us to feel free. It helps you to make decisions so you can get closer to your goals. So the fastest, people are always looking for the fastest way to improve. And as a coach, I always say it's to work on your mindset, which is absolutely possible. So these are the live components. The speaking booster to improve your speaking, your vocabulary, and your grammar while speaking, and your pronunciation, your conversation skills at conversation circles, and workshops to improve your vocabulary and your listening, plus coaching to help you get unstuck and really make a fast progress towards your fluency or any other goal you have. Students also have 24 access to like a content bank that we call it input explosion. You have videos there that I recorded from real videos, trainings that will eventually help you learn more vocabulary, lots of tests, flashcards that will help you improve. And you can do this anytime in your own time as well, whenever you're available. Plus, you will have access to a podcast that I just started recording. We have a more communication-focused podcast. So every episode is going to teach you a communication skill. It could be something like how to make decisions in a group at work, how to give a presentation, how to express yourself more effectively with, let's say, express your opinion, how to invite other people into a conversation. These are all incredibly important communication soft skills that you can practice, review with different episodes in that podcast as well. And then if you join us while doors are open, publicly open, part of the bonuses, or one of the bonuses, is also a pronunciation challenge that's going to come up in February. So that's going to magically and massively change your pronunciation. You'll be able to sound way more natural by understanding the different sounds of English, mainly the vowels, like the difference between O and O and O, and also sound way more natural when you express yourself. Pronunciation is one of the reasons so many people are ashamed of speaking. So when you focus on pronunciation, and the whole month is going to dedicate a lot of time, lots of materials, trainings, live trainings as well, so you can get some pronunciation coaching that will eventually help you step into confidence. So feel free to join that as well, because usually our challenges help us get closer together. Because when we have challenges for a month, usually we have 2 or 3 challenges inside our community every year. You get to experience working together as a team. You get to experience sharing the same problems that other people have, which kind of makes you feel okay, not so weird about the things you have difficulties with. So these are the main features of the program, something I wanted to talk about. If anyone has any questions, you can check out the link. There's going to be a link where you can check the sales page of the Proficiency Fortress. You still have a few days left to decide to make a decision and join us. And any questions you might have about the program, how it could help you, you can either sign up and read my emails, because I'm going to send out loads of emails for you to get really clear on the benefits of this incredible program, or leave a comment right here under this YouTube video, and then I'm going to answer the best way I can. So thank you so much for watching this. Thank you so much for asking any question you might have, and hope to see you guys inside, and hope to see your life completely transform because you say yes to the discomfort, yes to your amazing life and the opportunities you will have when you speak English confidently. That's something I'm absolutely rooting for you to have. Take care.